Welcome back to my Minecraft achievement run to the road to platinum. So far, what we have is a really good spawn, but we don't have wood. We're actually having a wood deficiency. So before I go out, let me start putting these here for now. And start maybe exploring? Oh gosh, I have to figure out where to go. So, my problem is I need wood. And when you're in desert, you don't get much anything. And that is a problem. So let me get some dirt real quick. Just in case. You might notice that I now have Vibrant Visuals on. Because Vibrant Visuals is on the PS4 version now. And it runs actually pretty well, all things considered. As long as I have my resolution set to 50%, I'm not gonna have problems. I have noticed it's stage 3 though, so I might have phantoms attacking me. So let's see what I can do about that. Now, one problem outside of phantoms is the fact that mobs are gonna start spawning. I can get some food real quick. Oh, I can get some food real quick, and that's fine. But before I actually do that, give me a sec. There's sea pickles, which actually be great to have. Give me a second. Oh. Nobody. Nobody. I go on real quick do this. For the achievement. There you go. There you go. One pickle, two pickle, sea pickle. It's good I can see them though. I just need food. Hopefully none of them have tridents, because if they have a trident, that's going to be a little unfortunate. I might have to nom on some flesh. You have armor? I want you to die. Aww. Okay. I need to start getting health back. Don't start shooting at me, buddy. I just need to start getting my health back. So I'm gonna eat some flesh. That's gonna work for a bit, but it's not gonna be completely sustainable until I get stuff like cows and whatnot. For now, this will suffice. I'm worried about the... I'm more worried about the drown because they are going to be threatening with the fact that they can have tridents, and they spawn a lot more in this version. Whereas on Java, they're a lot more rare. But on this one, they're fairly common. I'm not seeing much for phantoms, though. Like, there was one earlier, but when I shoot them off, dude, he just ran off. He's just gone. I like this little area, though. All the coral. It's very pretty. I kill the fish. I want the fish dead. There you go. So I got the sea pickle achievement, which is amazing. Oh! I'm sorry, buddy! I didn't notice you there! I didn't know that was a puffer fish! Aww. I didn't notice that was a puffer fish. Bro just came up and puffed immediately and I panicked. Aww. That's unfortunate. Do you have trident? You're not moving that much. I don't like that. I'm just shocked at how well vibrant visuals on this thing, because I guess to put in perspective, this is not like a PlayStation 4 Pro. This is like one of the original PlayStation 4 models. And all I had to have done for vibrant visuals was change it from what? Automatic resolution to 50%. And because I did that, it runs just fine on like the highest visual settings. Some people might not want that because you have to, you know, lower the resolution. But it doesn't seem to be that bad. I can still see, make out things, and that's more than all I really need. I don't need to have the highest resolution God has ever seen. Alright. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's a creeper. That's terrifying. It is. Yeah, it works pretty well on the PS4. And I'm using like an original PS4 as well. It's not like I'm running this on the PS4 Pro. And it runs just fine. It's actually kind of amazing. Outside that, the real problem is the fact that, you know, this is not on the Switch, but it seems to be pretty well optimized, despite rather not it's on the Switch. Also, this is a Mesa, which is crazy. Oh, that's a Phantom. Let me start running. Wait, is that a... They're villagers. I thought one of them had armor. Yeah. Creeper, creeper, creeper. I'm playing on the hard difficulty, by the way. So... things hit pretty hard. I'm just making sure I'm not in the way of anything. And the reason why I'm in hard difficulty... Oh god, I need to get down in the water. The reason why I'm in hard difficulty is because there's more benefits than not. I'm not doing the greatest right now, though, health-wise. Ah! No! I didn't pay attention to my health. Oh, no. Okay. I didn't lose anything too valuable. Minus that axe. I didn't die too far from base, though, thankfully. And at most, I lost a bunch of sand. So, what I'm going to do is start going this way. And see if I can find either a village or see if I can find like a plains. If I can find a village, that'd be great, because the village would have wood in it, and that's good. I need the wood. The wood would be excruciatingly useful. I'm fine with my base being in a desert, though, because a lot of the issues that are present can be easily compensated for. Like, for example, the fact that there are no trees. Trees can't grow. Oh, well, there are no trees that are going to be grown naturally. So what I can do is very easily get dirt and bring that to my base with a bunch of saplings. But I'm gonna have to get a bunch of saplings, because if I get, like, you know, just a couple, it isn't gonna suffice. Because the problem with farming in Minecraft is that it is actually RNG dependent. There is going to be a chance where I'm not going to get anything the whole time. And, or well, for an entire tree, for example, might not drop anything at all. And that's going to be the problem. And if I just have one sapling, I might have that happen. And I would basically be out of luck. And I kind of don't want to don't want that to happen, if at all. Because that's going to be unfortunate. I've traveled quite a good distance out here. But I guess this doesn't mean there's not going to be any phantoms. So it's not all bad that I may have gotten murked. What killed me, though? No, I drowned. I didn't pay attention. Okay. That's what happened. I drowned because I didn't pay attention. There's also mesas around here, which are crazy. Because mesas can have little mine shafts coming out. They don't have what I want, though. But the mine shafts would be amazing. I will need the saplings still, though, because unless I get saplings, I'm kind of actually stuck in terms of a lot of things. So I really need to find a plains. So this is going to be a long journey, which I can already tell if my, my coordinates being 1,000 blocks. Jeez, I've been exploring. But there's a thing here, actually. It's like a towering looking thing. I'm hoping that's a church. Because if that's a church, then that means it's a village that's there. Either that or I'm tripping. Let's see here. It is a village! Yippee! I found a village! I mean, screenshot. And then I can see what I could do here. This is actually really great. Holy heck. I got a village here. I need to see if there's any chest. There is. Let me break you. There you go. And you have a bundle. Okay. Okay. That's actually really good. That's really good. People give bundles a lot of, like, hate. But bundles are actually really good when you actually get creative with how you use them. And I'll show that later. But for now, all you need to know is if you get creative with their use, you are going to be fine with bundles. I'm going to want to get all these carrots. All these carrots are going to be useful. Alright? And that's not just because of hunger. Another reason why they're useful is because of the fact that... Oh, something died here. Is there a rabbit? Did a rabbit die here? Oh yeah, it was because of a kitten. As I was saying, bundles are really useful, and I need my carrots. The bundles are useful because you can put little utility items in there. And I'll show what I'm talking about that once I get to there. For now, I'm just gonna keep it on my person. It just casually raid this village for things that they're totally never gonna use, right? Just hay barrels, you know, never gonna use them. I'm never gonna use these little hay barrels. Oh. This little guy. These aren't as hard to break anymore, so getting leads from him without being attacked is gonna be a little more tricky, because they actually buffed leads after the Chase the Sky update. So breaking them is actually a lot harder now. So if I want to leads, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that. I did notice the PS4 version does get a little funky with frame rate, where it gets a little, you know, choppy. But it doesn't get bad to actually, you know, hinder things so far. It seems to run just fine. Granted, a lot of people are probably playing on this using, like, you know, a PS4 Pro, or they're now playing on, like, PS5. But he's like the original PS4 from way back in the day. And the fact that it plays as well is amazing. Especially with the vibrant visuals. Which also helps a bunch with showing how absurdly optimized this is. Oh god. What was I gonna say about that? I'm having ADHD moments. It's just absurd how old this console is, and it's running literal shaders in Minecraft. It's crazy. Sure, very well optimized, but still, it's crazy it's actually working as well as it is. And to show that I'm not, like, tripping here, I'll do pause menu. To show that I'm not tripping here, by the way, look. My visual size is just this. That's all my visual settings. I do like the little mobs walking around, and the more warmer variant mobs walking around, which is nice to see. The little warm pigs and cows. Oh, that little audio crack. Yeah, I looked at the video from last time, and there was no audio from the game. And I'm assuming it's because of the fact that I played with my headphones connected to my controller, which I didn't know would have disabled audio from my capture card. And I only knew this because the audio for my TV will not have... my TV won't have audio. And usually when my TV doesn't have audio when I turn the volume up, this reflects to my capture card. And... oh gosh. Rose burning. And that's a little unfortunate that the first recording I have is kind of botched because the lack of sound from the game itself. Now there should be some sound from the game, and I should probably make my way back to the village to sleep. The vibrant videos is sort of exaggerating sundown. I'm gonna punch this guy off the ledge. There you go. No. I'm sorry, I need you to die for the cow tipper. I need to be a cow tipper. Let me make my way back. Because now it's getting concerning. Let me get back here. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to wake you up. Okay. I'm also gonna want to take this. So if you don't mind me just taking all your belongings, that'd be great. We had a book that has nothing on it. Okay. Okay. The nothingness book. There's a little camel here. I don't know why there's a bit of framiness around this village. Something around here is causing that to happen. Oh! Something's causing that to happen. And I'm not too sure what it is. Those skeletons there terrified me a bit there. They startled me. It was like a skeleton jump scare. The skeleton appears. Oh, Christ. Oh, there's little llamas spawning here. Do they spawn here naturally? In this little area? Or do you... I'm not dealt with llamas. However, I'm going to need to at some point. But that's not going to be that big of an issue. For now... oh! I want some of these. For now, I just need to know that all I need to do is just make my silly base and then find a way to get the wandering traders to start going out of their way and losing their leads. And if I could start having a lead collection, because I can craft them, sure, because that's what they did in the Chase Sky updates. They made it to where leads can be crafted. And that's great, but the only real thing is that, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to craft much and just rely on just the wandering traders. But that's also because I want to get the llamas from them. So I'm going to have to find a way to get llamas without making them mad. And once I do that, I could try and have a caravan of 5 llamas. And if I could do that, I can actually get an achievement for that. Thinking of which, it's actually going to be fairly easy as long as I'm just patient and just collect the llamas. Just taking a sip of some real quick. My throat was getting a little dry from talking. Anyways, it's still kind of a shame though that vibrant visuals is still not something you can use on the Switch, especially since the Switch 2 is out. I feel like they could probably make a Switch 2 optimized version of Minecraft and have vibrant visuals be an option. And I have fairly well hopes that they are actually going to do that, since once the Chase the Sky update happened, they did actually make a Series S and X version of Minecraft. And for those who don't have an Xbox or play on an Xbox, because, you know, my main platform is Xbox right now. For those who don't have an Xbox, what that means is that the game could take advantage of the more modern Series consoles, which is the Series S and X consoles. And that's actually just amazing, because it also just helps with fixing some problems that you would have running. Well, it helped with some problems which I've had before that, where there was a lag spike for doing stuff like clipping and weird loading for when you started a recording. And once the XNS optimized version of the game came out, it started running better. Granted, I don't have a normal, like an Xbox One anymore, so I don't know how well it's going to be if I clip or record with that. Granted, I assume it's going to be a little better, because it runs backwards compatibility, and backwards compatibility with XNS is actually really good. But it's not like perfect. There are going to be some minor stuff that happens, like, you know, the clipping thing I mentioned, which I don't know affected the original Xbox One, because I don't have that anymore. But it is great that we have the XNS version, since that's going to help with more compatibility of people on the XNS rather than the normal Xbox ones. Granted, you can still play it on a normal Xbox One just fine, and it does have vibrant visuals, by my understanding. And whatever. And, you know, it just won't have the benefits of running on, you know, the more modern ones. But it's just fine. And yes, some Series S and X games, funnily enough, actually do run on a normal Xbox One, which is crazy to think about. But there's also my little PS4 here, which is also running pretty well for what I'm doing with it. Like, the last gen consoles are really absurd with how well they hold up today. And there's still a lot of, like, PS5 or Xbox One games coming out as well. Or at least games that still, you know, support the original Xbox One or the PS4. And it's crazy. Like, Persona 3 Reloaded, which came out, I think a year ago. Like a year or months back. I don't remember. And that could actually be played on a PS4 or a normal Xbox One. It's absurd. Especially for how amazing that game looks. How much would I have? 35. Yo. I don't know. It's just amazing how a lot of the last gen consoles still hold up pretty well to this day. Not a lot of people really talk about it that much, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of, you know, sad in a way that a lot of people don't really acknowledge that. Anyways, we found a plains, an actual proper plains. Yo, it's not that big of a plains, in complete honesty. It could be bigger. But it's a plains. And I would take that for now. I'll let you though. I should collect all the flowers for a very good reason. Unless I get a sniffer, in which case that is going to be amazing. Oh, that's my phone. Oh, game please. Oh, it's becoming night and I'm not near the village. I'm gonna have to go down and break these little... I have to break some of these. And that's because I need them. Not just for an achievement, but because these are amazing to have. And I'll show what I mean by that. But I think game is definitely not gonna like what I'm gonna do with these. These little oxalotl. Oh, is that a little oxalotl? No, it's a little fishy. I confused it for an oxalotl. How could I? My only way back now is just hightail it. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna hightail it as fast as I can. And the biggest problem is my coordinate of 1000. But there is this bush, which I mostly want because it's pretty. Yay! The little bushies. I want to kill this guy real quick because I need to do so. I'm gonna need a crafting table really quickly. I've got to abandon this though, unfortunately, because I need a boat. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to abandon you. I would have had you in my bundle, but it's unfortunate. But you served me well. You served me well. No worries. You served me well. That's all that matters. You served me well. And that personally matters a lot to me, so. And I get to do a little surf. Without any concerns of mobs. Well, minus drowns. Which will likely still attack me. Not because I'd rather not I'm on a boat, but because of the fact that it's becoming day. And I don't know, that seems like a cavern now to look at it. I was thinking it might have looked like a sunken ship, but if it was, it would have been more apparent. It's kind of a little difficult to see some things with vibrant visuals, but I guess I'll be able to get better the more I get used to it. But it's definitely why people would want to turn off, because, you know, it looks pretty. It really does look pretty, but the issue is that you're going to have discoloration happening, where some things are going to look a little... It's going to look a little different color-wise because of vibrant visuals, because, you know, it's a shader. That's going to happen. And there is also the fact that it's going to be difficult to see some things because, again, shader, it's going to do that. It's going to alter brightnesses. It's going to alter the brightness of things far more than the normal lighting in Minecraft would. And that's something to take into consideration when using vibrant visuals. And what do we have here? It looks like an unloaded chunk. Oh, now you're loaded. Oh gosh. I think I'm traveling too fast and my PlayStation's having trouble trying to keep up. Which happens. It's Minecraft. It's gonna, like, if you travel too fast, it's gonna happen. I should get back to my base. And once I do that, I'll have to start making little farms. And that's going to be absurdly useful. I don't know where I died, though. I didn't pay attention to the coordinates very well. So I don't know where my stuff is. Which is unfortunate, because that pretty much tells me I lost everything. But, it's fine. Because look at what we have now. Compared to what we had then and now, we're doing great. I just need to find my base. Without getting, you know, murked by something, I need to make sure I safely get back to my base. And I'm trying to get to the closest to 0, my coordinates. I want to get close to 0 with my coordinates because the closer you are to coordinates 0, the closer you are to world spawn. Because the very start of the world, the very center of the world is coordinates 0, 0. Not taking into account, you know, the y-axis. This is a sunken... Okay. Not taking into account into the y-axis, but, you know, if everything is 0, you're at the center of where the world started to generate. Hopefully don't start drowning here. This is literally a sunken portal. There you go. In here. Ooh. Fire, thorns, unbreaking. Projectile protection. Oh, these are really good. And I got lodestone? Oh, man. Oh, man. That's actually amazing. But now I have a little bit of protection now. Granted, I could have better protection. Because projectile protection isn't the best. But at the very least, anything right now is better than nothing. There's a little XP here. Huh. More XP. Am I getting near where I died? Am I getting near where I died? Am I? Or am I not? I don't know. There's just XP just floating about. Interesting. Anyways. Make sure I don't get marked by these husks. And I should be able to get back to my base. Mostly fine. My concern is still on the fact that mobs could still watch their way in and try and destroy me. So, let me see what I can do about that. But I got like new stuff now. all kinds of goodies. I got all kinds of goodies. I'm gonna turn all these to sticks. Which I promise there's a reason for the madness. Half of you. Okay. I start placing more torches around. Because the problem is that mobs can still just waltz their way in here. And that is not really great. I want to start placing more torches around so I don't have mobs trying to sneak in. It's starting to become daytime though, which is great because once it becomes daytime, I don't have to worry about these little brain hungry little guys. I'm moving really well. And I'm being murked by a spider. Oh no. That's a witch. I don't want to deal with the witch. Okay. Let me go in here. I don't think they're gonna go down the ladder, but I'm definitely gonna need to get something. Real quick. Done lodestone for now. Do I have any iron? Oh, I do. Okay. Acquire hardware, and that should be upgrade. Alright. Time to strike. Did I get the upgrade one? Oh, I didn't. Okay. I think I probably already did get acquire hardware, actually. It's been a while since I've been in this world, so pardon if I'm losing my mind just a little bit. It's just been a while since I've been on this world. Let's see here. Alright. Who's here? Who wants a piece of me? Who's here? Who's here? You here? You want a battle? You're ready to fight? You give me an actual awful status effect, but I gotcha. You also want to fight, right? Yeah, I'll fight you. That's the real thing. They are husks, which are kind of a little terrifying, but not the worst, since, you know, the only real problem with them is the fact that they don't burn like a normal zombie should. Let me, real quick. Do that. I'm gonna start doing this because I want to start blocking areas for now. So mobs don't just waltz in. Especially creepers. I don't want creepers walking in. Creepers will be terrifying to deal with in this area. I think I blocked this. I did. Anything here? No. Okay. Now I need to go on my way and get some wood so I can have a door. I need to start doing something about this entrance here because this entrance is kind of claustrophobic right now because of the fact that it's kind of buried. And that kind of bothers me because I can get ambushed when it's like this. And that's going to be a little troublesome. A little troublesome to get ambushed by some unknowing creeper or some kind of spider, you know, that came in unannounced. I should probably just get myself a shovel real quick, because the shovel would be great. Let me get that shovel, and then door. There you go. A door. I could start more quickly getting rid of a lot of these. I don't know if I want to, but I kind of tempted to just stay in this little deserty temple here. The only problem is the fact that it might be hard to locate, but I think I know what to do to make that easier. But for now, it is what it is. And I got lodestone. No, like, I didn't get anything like redstone yet, though. And that's a little problematic, because lodestones are kind of not useful until you get a compass. So, for now, until I get a compass, I can't do anything with the lodestone. So far, we got a lot of things going down. Before I'm going to go out and get my dirt, the dirtiest of dirts, and some saplings, so I could go onto the roof here, or the ceiling here, the surface, and then I'm going to start, I guess right here on the side, I'm gonna start doing this. To give it, this is also pretty beneficial to be in a place like this, because also the problem that one might come to a conclusion with is, you know, I can't have snowmen. Snowmen is not going to be something I'm allowed to have anymore. I'm not allowed to have snowmen. But the real great thing is that this is a warm climate. And that doesn't sound like much, but one neat feature of this version is sponges. Now, in both versions of the game, sponges can be dried out immediately in, like, the nether. However, in this version, you can also have sponges dry out immediately so long as you're in a warm climate. And because it's a warm climate, sponges are going to end up drying immediately when I place it. So if I, at any point, have water trouble, because I'm probably going to have that at some point, I could just immediately dry sponges without needing to go to the nether. And that, within itself, is amazing. I actually thought, I forgot another thing I should do. And this is for an achievement. Which is that I need to get cobblestone and wood so I can make a smoker. Now for smoker, all you need to do is cook something. So put that here, which I believe that would work. Yeah, it works. Yippee! Haha! And there you go. It didn't give me achievement though. What's the smoker? I probably am misremembering then on what the achievement is. Yeah, I'm probably misremembering what the achievement is, because there's one related to the smoker, which is probably... Well, I am able to cook things faster now, which is great, but I am going to... After I do that, I am still going to need to get the achievement related to it. I just need to remember, because I don't remember the achievement. Oh gosh, I've been pretty forgetful today, but that's probably just me being tired, because I'm a little tired. That's probably tellable with my voice. And maybe. Well, I'm just a little sleepier than usual. But besides that, I just don't remember the exact achievement on that's related to smokers. For now, I want to do that to all these little tops. Because mobs can spawn on these, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna do that, and now nothing can spawn on them. Yippee! Probably put torch there. I am gonna have to put torches here though, because these are probably gonna be stunted with their growth, because they like having very high, like, light level. So it's great to always have torches very close by a lot of your crops. Because although sunlight works, because you'll get one of the highest light levels, you also get a very high light level as long as it's just simply close to a torch. There are some dark spots still, but I'm going to real quick go on top of here, see where the mobs are spawning, and see if it's a problem. Because if they get too close to comfort, I'll have to do something about it. Yeah, that's a little too close. But so far, not close enough to be too detrimental to my health. Just close enough to be concerning, because I could accidentally get their attention. I just want 2 torches here that aren't there. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go off now. And next time, what I'm gonna do when I get back is I'm gonna figure out what to do with the smoker for the achievement. I'm gonna start. And then I'm probably gonna start seeing if I can get more kelp while mining, so I could get a compass, so I can go on my way and use this lodestone, so I don't have to rely on coordinates as much to travel, because I'm heavily relying on coordinates, and that's kind of not the best thing to do. So I'm going to next time maybe start mining, figure out what to do with this, and then I'm going to go out of my way and see if I can get a lodestone compass. And depending on how well things go, I might end up getting more resources that will help me at base. I did die earlier, which is unfortunate. However, I did actually end up with far better stuff than I did die and then what I had when I died, because the best stuff I had was, you know, like an axe, probably some dirt and whatnot. But now I have what? Full set of armor, doors, saplings, all kinds of stuff. So even though I died, it wasn't really that big of a deal. I actually recovered pretty easily. I just need to make some kind of insurance, not just with iron, but with diamond as well, which I look forward to do at some point. Then at some point, demonstrate, and when I get to it, I would want to demonstrate how powerful bundles can be when you get creative with them. Anyways, I'm going to be off. I'm going to be going off now, and I would come back next time to see what kind of other achievements I could get. See ya, Yuffie!